We're not working on my own game today. And I think that's fine. I've been very busy. I just need a little break. So here's what we're doing. I've kind of been obsessed with Tingus Goose. Kind of. I'm setting a half-hour timer because I got more stuff going on today that I gotta prepare for. Turn up that volume. Alright. Let me. Now I'll leave the chat where it is. Alright, I think we're ready to get to Tingus Goose. I don't even know if I should explain this to you. Does it make sense yet? For all the weirdness on display here, the game's actually pretty simple. You've got the goose. It spits Tingus babies. Every 3 Tingus babies of a certain size, type, combined together. Wait, it's about to happen. Oh, they didn't touch. There we go. You can click on these guys to get some money. Them just hanging around will do stuff. And then you feed this water to make it grow. Oh, an event. I think that thing's going to, oop. Oh, then I got high enough to collect gems. Did I collect all of them? Did I already click up there? Why are they all getting collected automatically? Whatever. So what happens is this thing just spits out these, and you just keep growing it with the money that you earn from your Tingus babies doing stuff. And as it grows, it'll sprout these little things here. Oop. And each one does something different. It gets you a little bit of money. Your goal is to stretch it all the way up here to mate with another goose. See, I'm almost there. But every Tingus baby that falls is part of a thing. This is a vast money-making engine, and every level you're on gives you different things that you can add to your tower of Tingus Goose that do different things. And this map has basketball hoops you can put the Tingus babies into to get more money. And then there's a whole talent tree of special things that you get. Whenever you get Tingus baby all the way to the bottom, boop, he jumps in there. And this is a bank. Sometimes it poops money. It's deceptively goofy. It's actually quite a physics-based game going on in this. Yeah. I call these number games. These are all number games. It's all about numbers and making numbers go up. Click, click, click. Wait, about to dunk them. So I've restarted this one a whole bunch of times because you can get bones for restarting, and bones are what you need for your talent tree. I don't know where this is going. Someplace interesting, though. So you can plant more blossoms, they're called. Oh, look at that one. He's super valuable to everything around him. That's cool. So he'll eat them and they'll come out of its butt. 2 more guys. So then this guy gets to eat those. And what we need to... Then they'll come back out over here. Oh, the waiter's here. Oh, the doctor's ready. Here's where you can buy more of the blossoms, which I'll show in a second. And this is what the gems are used for. I usually just pick up as many secondaries as I can. And I'm looking for very specific things that I don't think I'm going to get. I don't have enough. I hit the button too many times. Oh, I got 4. That's fine. He comes around every 4 minutes. But this one's difficult because there's not an easy money-making scheme. So far, I've had to buy these as they show up randomly. Maybe if I just get a lot more Tingus babies, which I can do with the geese. You get out of here. Get out of here. I don't need you right now. Boop. 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 Even though he won't catch all of them, it will overall kind of increase the number that are being made. When you evolve them, they're worth more money when they do stuff. The problem with the way this one's set up is getting them all proper evolved. Now, what I could do is rearrange stuff, because these cups are also to hold the first 3 different kinds of Tingy. But I tell you what, if it doesn't just keep messing up in crazy ways, because it's supposed to be the little, whatever. And then this guy, they have mutations. It's fun. Let's reset this stage and get some of these bones. As geese do. Alright. I'm not showing you the goofy cinematic that happens. Maybe if I reset again, I will. Here's how the stage starts. That's how every stage starts. You're just down here. There he is. Grow. You can see over here how high you're growing. So at the start, I'm just going to make them grow as much as possible so I can get these gems. I'm going to ignore the doctor for now because I don't have enough gems. We'll get to the talent tree down there, the skill tree, in a minute. Already? He doesn't matter right now, but he'll prevent me from using blossoms. And this is a later stage. Earlier stages are each wonderfully goofy in their own way. Alright, so I'm not going to worry about those things right now, or I guess I could just click on them. Oh, I'm responding to a text message. Everybody, hold on. Shh. Hold on, it's okay. Responding. Can't spell. Done. Communication achieved. Oh, look, this guy got a little mutation-y. I'm not, you can move these guys around in a whole bunch of crazy ways. I'm just not bothering right now because I don't care to make the engine until I spend these bones on the talent tree. Alright, I will put him here. And if there's another one, I'll put him here. See, little engine of physics going on. Fantastic. And then we can grow more. Yeah. Oh no, meteorite. It didn't blow up anything. Give me all this. Alright, where are we down here? Yes. You wanted to see the cow, didn't you? Anyway. Sprouts go faster, but I can just click on them. I don't really need to do that. Dr. Food will always be there for you. That's the little upgrade guy. That's interesting. Infinite gems. 3 times click value. These are all getting crazy. Tingy value buff no longer expires. Huh. Hmm. Oh, that's 20. That's... okay, we're going to do that first. More stuff for early mating. And then we're just going to try to get up to the early mating part. I'm already there. Getting maximum value for Tingai seems to be important, especially in these later levels. If this is later, I have no idea how big this game is. Nice calming music to go with this normal, everyday environment. And who doesn't love the geese? Nice, okay. Go do your thing. That's okay for now. Clicking on things. So you can click on them. They're happy when it happens, but it makes them explode if they get clicked on too many times. But it also makes them evolve, and then that resets. So, I don't know. There's probably some balance there, but it doesn't matter. Did I get the thing that the doctor's always there? No, that was too expensive. I went the other way. Yeah. So it becomes a numbers game. How efficient can you be, but then also balancing resetting and expanding your skill tree versus toughing it out, trying to get as far as you can up to the top. Oh yeah, you could also follow the little tingy babies around and see what they're doing. Yeah. Ooh, you guys are right here. Give me some gems. I would like some gems. Gem get. I don't know if this bothers people, the way everything looks in this game. As a designer, I kind of like the abstraction of it. Because any game you can kind of abstract away. You peel away all the different layers of what it's decided to do visually for whatever reasons. I'm not getting any of the combination things I'm looking for. Boy. And you're just left with pure gameplay mechanics. The gameplay mechanic for this is that you get an extending runway after spending a resource that you can add things, and then based on physics, things will fall down and give you the resource that you need. Like, that's just it. The fact that it's Tingus babies, that don't matter. You drop them off, yes, on that guy. Okay. It's a completely new mechanic for this stage. Oh yeah, then sometimes wasps take them to their nests, and you know, money for that. It's deliberately weird, but the gameplay itself is interesting. There's one called Balloonaire or something. It's like a Plinko game, or the Plinko things fall down. I haven't even spent those. I'm going to save up for the doctor one. Do I want to do that right now? How much higher can we go? Can we hit... There's another bone. It seems quicker just to reset now, doesn't it? Let's go ahead and do it. And then we'll go down and spend more in the skill tree. For like 5, 6 levels in the game, you didn't need it. I don't even think this was a mechanic. Maybe even more than that. I'll let this play. And then they introduce this mechanic of resetting, which is a neat feature for gameplay stuff. Keeping players going, because it is a numbers game. There's Analorg or whatever it's called. It's very much in that same vein. Can't see my arms right now. Ah, I've been disarmed. Meanwhile, this is all perfectly normal. Perfectly normal. Which effort will be the effort that I just keep up with? I don't know. Look at that. Look at these mutations. Those are great. Yeah. You come on up here. You can drop them up over here. What are you doing here this early? What a big jerk. Alright, I'm just gonna run myself out of money. Let me grab these. There'll be more of those to grab in a second. You see my money in the upper left-hand corner just draining away. I know that feeling. Alright. Probably be another one of those while we're down here. I've never had occasion to evolve them past this. I would like to. But this isn't the kind of space for it. Infinite gems seems good. Double money value? I'd like that. That's also very important. Because we're going to reset more and more and more. Get over there. Get out of here. The thing about this level is it ramps up like crazy how much money you need. I think it's the most I've seen. Alright, good. One more gem collect. Dr. Food. Oh, should I do that? Yeah. every 2 seconds, minus 50% crawling duration. They stop crawling. I think they just start falling through stuff. I'm going to skip him for now. Alright. That was a lot of secondary stuff. That's fine. However, I had a lot of poop. I think he's restocking, but I can come back to where I was before if I get more stuff. Nice. I like how that's done. You just drop them straight over here again. That'll be just fine. So yeah, right now I'm in the billions, dropping back down to the millions. Later on, it's quadrillions that you need for one little click of making the goose grow. Yeah, it's kind of meditative. It has this nice music in the background. You just kind of get caught up in the numbers of things. I got one bone left and nothing to spend it on. I can restart again with 18, but I think right now I'm going to keep climbing a little bit. Which means that I should try to get this stuff working in some useful manner. So let me make a little bit of space here. I'll plant. Ooh, it made a nice 2,000% increase one. So this should just grab 3 of these Tingai. Keep it near the top so it doesn't get polluted with other ones. Now these guys are worth more. Can't use them for those guys anymore. That's just going to sit there now. So it's not the worst. Let's see how far we can grow right now. Not far, but enough to collect some gems. Come here, gems. All right. So it's not. We'll just say this is the height for now. What else are we gonna do? Well, when they're dropped, we want them to bounce off that, and then that, and then what do we want? Got another one. We can grab these. And this one. And make a baby chain. Now I could put some of these here myself and have them bounce all the way over here, but it would probably behoove me to put this guy here over the basketball net. And then while he's gone, this guy can go over the basketball net. Now they're like all the way over here. So I want to start them on a new little adventure. An adventure of what? Well, is that quick enough to get all of them? Or should I shorten that? Alright, I could shorten that path a bit. Then he'll get bounced onto that. And then sure, we'll grab this one. And we'll have like a similar pattern here. So already this is making us a little bit more money. It's nowhere near optimized though. Hope you can hear the music a little bit in the background. I have it set up to do that. Okay, we're only halfway through. Items have been restocked. Well, might as well look at them now. A number of these things don't just move the Tinguses around. They create those secondary creatures like the wasps and bees that go and take them somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, well, that's okay. I don't miss anything. Did I spend that? Yeah. So we're getting a decent amount of money right now, even though all we've done is just a little tiny bit of stuff. I'm just going to put these here to make a beeline. A beeline. All right. All right, I'm going to ignore that again. Let's see how much more we can grow this, because we can grab multiple things and move it up to new spaces, because we want to make sure this thing stays viable for another one. You could just sit there, buddy. To grab the right kind of tingy. So they're up there. Get through this real quick. Oh. I mean, we could grab the new ones and be like, yo, but we're not going to. See, they go way off over there. What I would really want to have is one of those bees. Put them back on track. Oh, they are kind of going back on track. All right, but this guy's never going to get used. That's fine for right now. You stay there because I've got this thing. I want this thing planted. And it's not. It pops them out the top. Okay, usually pops them out the top. So what I'm going to do is plant a bee. Oh, he's a clicky bee. I don't know if I want that or not. Then put him right there. Is that going to work? Nope. Oh, he got shoved off there because of that. All right, what we're going to do is grab all you guys. And then we're going to move these up just a little bit just to make sure. Now what happens? As long as this guy doesn't click them so much that they go away. He just fell right through everything. Just look at him go. He doesn't care. There must be some sort of time limit on them for that stuff. Which kind of makes it hard to be like, oh, here's how my engine works, and then the engine just doesn't work that way. He can just sit right here, right here. Uh-oh. So some of those talent trees made these permanent. This, I didn't buy any of those yet, so plus 30 chance to spawn Tingy with gems. Alright. It's fine. Now we're going to move this guy somewhere down here. Well, they just caught him right away, didn't they? That means they're going to end up back over here. This guy can drop them over to here. Still not efficient. I know. It's kind of impossible to get a certain level of efficiency in this game on purpose. Which, instead of letting that frustrate you, just kind of go with it. It's okay. I don't like them just falling down through everything. How far down do I have to move these things in order for that to not happen? Ah, it's already getting hard to make money. If I keep pushing, I can get to 22 bones, but I don't think it's going to be worth it right now. Well, let's grab all that and see where that puts us. I have a feeling if I keep moving this up, they will be able to run into things again before too long. But the question is this enough space? Going wee, donk, donk, donk. Is that enough space for it? That's what I don't know. Should move that up by 1 so he gets the bonus. Wait, that's plus 2,000. And is that another plus? Yeah, that's another plus. Okay. I was worried it was minus 2,000. I just couldn't see there. Bouncing babies. Yeah. And even making it to the bottom anymore because of that? I don't know. I really want to click on that. But I'm almost there. Yeah. Maybe this will have some goodness. Passive, passive, passive. I bought a thing that makes more tingy banking. It's getting kind of cost prohibitive. Chance to vomit a new tingy when tingy is banked versus plus 100 per stack value only when crawling. Ooh. Plus radius to merging. Merging is really the key, as far as I've seen. The more tingy you get to merge, the more valuable they are, and that seems to be the crux of a lot of this is how do you get these tingy to merge? These goose babies. What happens if I put them all the way back up there? Probably nothing. It's gonna work. Yes, that was enough space for falling, and it didn't just fall through everything. You're not even supposed to be a baby that can get caught inside there, big baby. And you're especially not supposed to be able to get caught in there. They're all just falling out now. Get out. Can I click on you? Yeah, get out of there. Over and over again, that's the question. How do we... So something else I could do. Just to eat some of those guys that come out, and they'll fall, and then some other guys we can grab. They'll... No, just hit just this one. Just this one. He can grab another one of the ones that fall, and then they'll come out this side. See, they're having fun. You can hear it. They're squealing with joy. Now they're going to get banked. Bank. This little guy, the banker, is going to make the... Wow, where did that guy come from? So the theory is the more of these guys I let just be together. Oh, for crying out loud. No. Just you two. Just you two. You two. Alright. Let's get back up. Okay, and then just this one. You move down. And then just you. Just get out of here. It's an interesting conundrum of how to use these tools they give you in order to combine these little babies as much as possible. Oh, but it scratches an itch deep in my brain. Oh, is it dinner time? Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, the absurdity of all this isn't lost on me. I love it. Absurdity is oftentimes the best part of a certain kind of entertainment. This one really, gets the absurdity going. Gotta do something over here to catch them. You're not being used. Just drop them right there. Some of my favorite parts of like tabletop role-playing games, especially ones that try to take themselves seriously at all. Things aren't going to be serious. At a certain, those guys just fall forever. At a certain point, the absurdity takes over. There's going to be some collision of the story and the world and the rules and the players. That's going to be great and hilarious on its own and worth being entertained, but that's why it's really hard to run like horror games that are actually scary. You have to have pretty committed players for that kind of thing, and they have to ignore a lot of that. But that's the exact kind of stuff that I don't want to ignore. You know what we're going to do? Boop. If these guys make one of the number 3 Tingy, and they don't drop into this, I want them to drop into this. Now I'll click on them a bunch. And I want to grow this guy. I should probably restart soon. I'm not getting enough gems. I have a thing I unlocked where I click on these to make the timer go shorter. Alright, whatever. Just waiting for it. The Tingy drop. Alright, well, you didn't get exactly the right guys, but that's okay. Because that guy appeared. But now I have to get all of those guys over there. Come on. And these guys aren't fast enough to do it on their own. So we gotta have at least 2 of them. And it's not enough. Oh, that's my alarm going off. Ah, and here I am. In the Tower of Tingy. Here's what I'm going to do. This game lets you, it just keeps building points offline. Oh, yeah. That guy, I need more of that. I need more of that guy. That specific Tingy. Jake. Even though it's not specifically Jake. I gotta go click on Jake. Jake! Boy, and he just fell right off. I know these guys do anything. Oh boy. I know my timer went off. I literally have an interview in half an hour. Oh, but you should do interview prep. I have. I'll do a little bit more right before this. Right after this, before the next thing. Ba-doo-doo-doo. It's just difficult to stop playing some games, you know? I'm gonna go get all them gems. Hello, gems. Then I'm gonna talk to the good doctor. Sure. Human blossoms, burb. Oh, those things are good. Little conveyor belts. I need more of them. Alright. And that's it. That's Tingus Goose for now. I'm just going to let this run, not like by itself run, but it'll just collect money for me, and I'll come back to it tonight. In the meantime, this is not sponsored or anything. If this looked like a cool, relaxing time because of or despite the absurdity of it all, it ain't expensive and it's on Steam. Look up Tingus Goose. And then after like 6 hours or so, you can get to this wonderful level. Feels like the end game in a relaxing way. Quite strange. But I had some fun. If anyone ever watches this, I hope it's entertaining in some way to you too. I'll try to stream again on Friday. Probably Unreal.